What is going on, everybody? WeedleTwineedle here, and we are back again with an Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon Wi-Fi battle, and this one's going to be an underused tier battle against Stacy, somebody I battled off a Discord. Now today, I'm using a very stacked looking team, however,
looks can be deceiving.
And this team is not as threatening as it appears at first glance, because I have a lot of nice meme movesets, as you'll see when we get into the battle. My opponent's team is very stacked, superior Azumarill Gliscor. You're gonna see at least one of those in every underused tier battle. Surprisingly, no Scizor or Latias though.
Is it possible to use them in a
Let's just hop right into this battle against Stacy, who's copying Shaniqua's look. Like, that's an exact outfit that Shaniqua wore at one point. But if you guys want to copy Shaniqua's wardrobe, I can't blame you. She is a fashion model for Pokemon battling, so I definitely understand why you guys are inspired by her outfit. So on the first turn, I lead off with my Krookodile, anticipating Mega Manectric to lead off, as thankfully we're able to get the lead matchup correct, and I immediately predict Gliscor to switch in, immediately just go for knockoffs. I'm surprised my opponent actually just switched in Gliscor directly in, but I guess my opponent didn't have the greatest ground resistance, so it kind of makes sense, because Krookodile actually does a lot of work to my opponent's team if played correctly, because we are Choice Scarf Krookodile. My opponent's going to go for the Earthquake here, as I'm able to bring in my Celebi, easily snack this Earthquake, because, Celebi is pretty bulky even without investment. This is my Pokebank Celebi. Unfortunately, I was unable to shiny hunt for a legit shiny Celebi like a few people, but then again, I don't really care for shiny legendary, so I'm going to go for my Stealth Rocks here with my Celebi. No reason not to. I'm kind of surprised that Gliscor didn't go for Stealth Rocks. Usually Gliscors do carry the Stealth Rocks. I'm actually going to reveal the Magic Room. Now, if you guys don't know what Magic Room does, it nullifies any held item, so basically if you're holding a held item, it pretty much doesn't have an effect anymore, unless it is a Z Crystal or a Mega Stone or like a Flame Play for Arceus. That's the only instance where Magic Room isn't affected. Otherwise, your held item no longer has a use, which is pretty cool. Just a move I'm experimenting with, because it's not really a move people use at all. So I'm gonna bring a Nihilego here as my opponent goes for Toxic, surprisingly, and now I'm gonna reveal Wonder Room. I know we have Magic Room and Wonder Room. Now, what does Wonder Room do? It swaps defense and special defense stats. So basically, Blissey's gargantuan Spadef stat is now in its physical defense stat, and its 10 base defense is now in special defense. So I'm just gonna go for a Sludge Wave here. If my opponent wants to bring Gliscor on the Sludge Wave, that's fine. Sludge Wave does so much damage, nearly Ocoing Blissey. Unfortunately, we actually get poisoned. Now, this may seem like, why is that unfortunate? You're able to knock out Blissey with the poison on the following turn. This is unfortunate because I would have been able to get a beast boost from this and increase my speed stat, but unfortunately, since the poison happened, we weren't able to get the beast boost. But regardless, my opponent brings in Azumarill anyways, and Aqua Jet will easily knock me out. So I do have Wonder Room active, so maybe I could take an Aqua Jet, but since I have a weakness policy on my Nihilego with Magic Room active, the weakness policy won't actually activate. So yeah, I need to wait for Magic Room to expire until I try to activate my weakness policy. So bringing in Celebi here on the Aqua Jet, as my Celebi actually has a pretty cool item, and actually has the Absorb Bowl, because this is my only water resist on the team, so I may as well just pivot into water type attacks. Because I have Magic Room and I'm trying to go for Magic Room as much as possible, Celebi having a hold item that's useful isn't really that necessary, because it's gonna be using a move that nullifies held items regardless. So
nice voice crack. I'm gonna remind him by leaving a comment.
So now I'm gonna bring in my Star Meme here. My Star Meme, it's nicknamed this for a good reason. My opponent's gonna go for the U-turn. Very smart play, predicting me to switch out, as it's going to do a buttload of damage to my Star Meme, as my opponent's gonna U-turn out and bring in the Manectric yet again. So I don't want to try to pivot into this Mega Manectric. I'm pretty sure my opponent's gonna go for Thunderbolt. Wonder Room does expire, but it really doesn't matter, because the only reason why I clicked Wonder Room in that instance was to weaken Blissey with a special type attack. So Wonder Room is a pretty cool move. Like, no one is going to see it coming if you use it, and it'll definitely throw your opponent off guard. So I don't know, it's really, really cool. My opponent probably thought he was in the clear against the Nihilego, but no, Wonder Room just destroyed that Blissey. But yeah, Thunderbolt's going to knock out my Starmie. There's no point in keeping it alive at that low health. So unfortunately, my Z-Gravity Starmie doesn't get to do anything in this battle. But now I'm going to bring in Thug Life here, my Krookodile. I am Choice Scarf Krookodile, but since Magic Room is active, I'm actually not going to be choice locked in an Earthquake. So my opponent's going to bring in the Gliscor here, anticipating Earthquake. Very smart call, as I'm actually going to choose to go for the Bulk Up, because my Krookodile does have Bulk Up. So why do you have Choice Scarf Krookodile with Bulk Up, you may ask? That's mainly because Magic Room allows it so you can switch up moves while you're holding a choice item. Obviously, you don't actually have the choice item benefits until Magic Room expires. However, that does mean I can just keep going for setup moves until Magic Room does expire, and then on the turn it expires, I can switch up moves, and I'll be Choice Scarf locked in at +2. So now we're at +2 attack, +2 defense. We're able to outspeed Gliscor now, able to go for a power trip This is one of my favorite moves. I love stored power and power trip so much, dude. They're such awesome moves. We're gonna get a Moxie boost, so now we're at +3 attack, +2 defense. My opponent's gonna bring in the Superior here because Superior does outspeed Krookodile, and obviously I have bulk up, so there's no way I'm Choice Scarf, but nah, B. That is why I have Magic Room. Power Trip's gonna outspeed Superior, one-shot that hoe, and down goes Superior. Now we're at +4 attack, and we have 6 stat changes, and so we have a 140 base power stab power trip. In comes Azumarill, realizing that I'm locked into power trip. However, it's a little bit too late. This Azumarill's been weakened from Stealth Rocks, and power trip is able to knock out Azumarill. And yes, guys, this is a Krookodile sweep from the looks of it, because my opponent can't really contest this thing, and Infernape can't knock me out with Mach Punch because I have +2 in my defense. And thanks to my +5 attack, +2 defense, there's no way this Infernape's taking a power trip. I outspeed it because I am Choice Scarf, and that is one of the very limited ways you can use Magic Room in a competitive way. Like, you can just run like setup moves on Choice Scarf Pokemon, then the turn, you know, Magic Room expires, you can switch up moves and then just, you know, wreak havoc. I mean, obviously it's a very inconsistent strategy, but it definitely catches people off guard, and this battle definitely got to showcase the potential of both Wonder Room and Magic Room. So Power Trip, we're able to outspeed Mega Manectric, and yeah, this is going to be an epic Krookodile sweep. So call me Pimp Knight. Call me Pimp Knight. Krookodile got a sweep, and I felt like I had to show this battle because it was Power Trip. But thankfully, that is not the only battle I'll be showcasing today. We have a nice double header against Gerald, somebody else I battle off my Discord. Now, my opponent's team, Scizor and Cobalion, are huge threats to my team because I literally have no steel resistance besides Starmie, and you know, Scizor can just U-turn on that ass. So yeah, the Scizor is looking like an issue, and my opponent realizes that, just leads off with it immediately. No hesitation. I lead off with Krookodile yet again because I am Choice Scarf Krookodile, and I just need to knock off the Scizor, because if he's Choice Band and Scizor, he literally can just bullet punch everything on my team and OHKO me, because that is just the balance power of Scizor. So we're able to knock off the Choice Band, which is phenomenal. And now my opponent's gonna go for the U-turn. Unfortunately, it's able to OHKO me even without Choice Band, but I'm willing to trade Krookodile's life for weakening Scizor and removing its Choice Band. Definitely worth it, especially since Krookodile already did a lot of work in the previous battle. It doesn't really need the spotlight in this battle, so that's fine. Now I'm gonna bring my Mienshao here on the U-turn, and here I make such an aggressive play. So I'm against Cobalion, right? My opponent has a Gengar, and you know, Mienshao's commonly carry high jump kick, so I'm predicting the switch into Gengar. I go for a knockoff. This play was so aggressive because if my opponent stayed in there for whatever reason, this game would have been over, because Cobalion would have been at +1 attack because it justified, but I made the big boy play. Now in comes Latias. I'm like, I can just go for a Scarf knockoff against this thing, but he actually reveals to be a Scarf Latias.
Oh shit.
And yeah, my Mienshao's gonna go down. I was willing to trade Mienshao's life for weakening Latias as well, but unfortunately the Scarf Latias tech catches me off guard. And I know it, now I know he's locked in a Psychic because my Mienshao is also Choice Scarf. I actually have triple Choice Scarfers on this team, which is pretty hilarious. My opponent's gonna bring in the Bird Jesus here, so I'm just gonna go for my Stealth Rocks. No reason not to. My opponent has a Mega Pidgeot, so I really have no reason not to click Stealth Rocks, even if Mega Pidgeot does have Defog or the Latias has Scarf Defog, because I know how much Smogon loves Choice Scarf Defog Latias. I don't know why. I feel like locking yourself in a Defog is so dumb, but people think it's viable for some reason. I don't know why, man. I don't get it. My opponent's gonna Mega Evolve with a Mega Pidgeot, and I actually batched that so badly. Wow. It is 2 in the morning, so me trying to do Pokemon impersonations isn't gonna work very well. So my opponent's gonna go for the workup with a Mega Pidgeot, and that's gonna kind of be threatening for me to deal with. But since Nihilego has a massive Spadef stat, a Mega Pidgeot really can't hope to hurt me with Hurricane. So my opponent's gonna pull a switch into the GOAT, the Cobalion, and here, oh my gosh, I make another double switch because I'm pretty sure my opponent isn't going to want to stay in here against Nihilego, so against a Mega Pidgeot with, against Nihilego with Mega Pidgeot. So I'm going to bring in Togekiss here on the Cobalion. I'm going to go for Scarf Air Slash Fist for a flinch, but unfortunately I did not get to outplay my opponent that turn. He's able to hit me with Iron Head and nearly kill me, which really sucks because I had Nasty Plot Choice Scarf Togekiss. I was hoping I'd be able to outskill my opponent by going for Magic Room, click a Nasty Plot, then outspeeding everything, and then hitting him with Scarf Air Slash. But since we are weakened, I don't see that being an option, especially with Scizor being around. I don't see that really happening. So now in comes Latias, and I'm not trying to die to a Scarf Psychic, so I am going to switch out my Togekiss and bring in the Celebi because I have no reason not to bring it, and he's not going to lock himself in a Draco Meteor while I have a Fairy type alive, and keeping Togekiss alive for the Draco Meteor switch in is very handy. So my opponent's going to go for Psychic, very obvious. Now my opponent's going to pull a switch into the Assassin Bug yet again, the Scizor, as I actually choose to go for the magic room, just because I want to nullify any held items. Unfortunately, Scissor doesn't have any held items, so I don't have to worry about Scissor having a hold item, so magic room in this instance isn't really all that useful. But now I'm going to pull a switch into Kissaples, as again expecting U-turn, because I'm pretty sure my opponent's going to go for U-turn. If he goes for Bullet Punch, then well played, but Togekiss does quad resist U-turn, so we're able to snack it very nicely, as now my opponent's going to be forced to U-turn out and bring in the Aquafina, the Primarina here. So Primarina is looking like an issue to my team because I don't really have a switch in to Moonblast / Scald, so I'm going to decide to preserve my Togekiss yet again, bring in my Starmie here, anticipating Moonblast or Scald. I should be able to tank one unless it's choice specs. My opponent's going to choose to go for Scald. I mean, with Magic Room up, I will be able to tank one because the choice specs will be nullified, so Scald does very little damage, as my opponent's actually going to choose to switch out, realizing that he doesn't want to stay in here against the Starmie. Is going to bring in the Latias here, as I'm going to decide to actually click my Z move here, and I actually do have the Z Gravity like I mentioned earlier on in the video, so we're going to get cloaked in the Z Aura with Starmie, increase our special attack by 1 stage, now go for Z Gravity, and make the Latias go to the ground, and increase our accuracy. So now I actually have some very inaccurate moves on the Starmie. I have Zap Cannon, I have Blizzard, and I have Hydro Pump. So I'm hoping at +1 Blizzard will be able to knock out Latias. And because of Magic Room, my opponent's unable to outspeed me with the Scarf Latias. And now Magic Room actually expires. So if my opponent waited 1 extra turn, he would have been able to outspeed me with Latias and knock me out with Draco Meteor. But thankfully the Magic Room actually came through there. And my opponent's going to go for the Hurricane here with the Pidgeot, and I don't really have a switch into it, so I'm going to let my Starmie die. Maybe I can live one, but Pidgeot hits very hard, so unfortunately Starmie is going to go down. Now I'm going to bring in Jelly Ultra here, my Nihilego, and I'm pretty sure my opponent isn't going to want to stay in here with Mega Pidgeot, though if he does, I'd be kind of surprised. And my opponent's going to pull a hard switch into Aquafina here, the Primarina, I'm assuming as Death Fodder, because he doesn't want to bring in Scizor on a Power Gem, which makes a little bit of sense. I'm going to choose to go for Wonder Room here, anticipating Scizor to want to switch in, but he brings in the Primarina instead, which is fine. Primarina's higher Spadef stat is now in its Fizdef stat, so there's no way my opponent's going to be able to live the Sludge Wave. No way in hell. So I'm going to go for Sludge Wave, easily knock out the Primarina, as down goes this monster. And now we're going to get a Beast Boost and speed, which is very helpful. We're able to outspeed anything like Mega Pidgeot, so that's very helpful. My opponent's going to bring in the Scizor here. Bullet Punch should be able to knock me out because Nihilego is very fragile on the physical side. However, because Wonder Room is active, this Bullet Punch is going to hit me on my massive Spadef stat, do around half HP, which is still pretty respectable, but we're able to activate our weakness policy. Yes, I kept you guys in suspense. You guys probably thought I didn't even have a weakness policy, but boom, there you go. Can't even unsubscribe. Power Jump's gonna knock out Assassin Bug. Down goes the Scizor, and we're going to get another Beast Boost Pokemon.
Necrozma.
My opponent's gonna pull a switch into Barjaze's, the Mega Pidgeot. Gonna take some Stealth Rock damage, but at +2 speed, +2 special attack, we're going to be able to outspeed the Mega Pidgeot, and there's just no way Mega Pidgeot's going to live the Sludge Wave, so Nihilego is going to get a nice late game cleanup with the Sludge Wave. And yeah, that's going to be those 2 Wi-Fi battles. I do apologize that these battles were a bit one-sided, but finding close Wi-Fi battles for every video is so damn hard, man. But I figured these battles were worth posting because I got to showcase both Wonder Room and Magic Room, moves you guys are never going to see on any other YouTube channel besides mine. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed these Wi-Fi battles and really want to support my channel, I would appreciate it if you hit the thumbs up button, as it really helps on my channel a lot more than you think, and it keeps me motivated to put out these uploads for you guys, and it's always appreciated. Anyways, the question of the day is going to be, which Pokemon in the underused tier is your favorite wall breaker to use in the underused tier? Pretty simple question. Let me know in the comments down below which Pokemon you rely on to break wall cores or just big fat walls in general. Now me personally, I haven't used this Pokemon recently, but I really love Crawdon. I just love adaptability Crawdon. It hits so hard. There's very limited switch-ins to it in the game, honestly. Like, there's very few switch-ins to adaptability Crawdon. It hits so hard, and just knock off, like Liquidation, the Water Z move, it just hits so damn hard. And Crawdon is one of my favorite wall breakers in the underused tier for sure. Another wall breaker I really like a lot in the underused tier, I don't know if this really counts, but I guess it does, is Stored Power Weakness Policy Latias, because once you get like a Calm Mind or two, like the only way your opponent's gonna kill you with a special attack is through super effective coverage. So like if you're able to increase your Spadaf, activate Weakness Policy, and then just go for Stored Power, like it's literally like super hard to deal with. And I don't know, I like Weakness Policy Latias as a wall breaker as well. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below which Pokemon in the underused tier you use as wall breakers to decent success. But of course, thank you guys so much for watching till the end of the video. I'll check you guys next time.
Let's go!